Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WPLS and BronxNet TV. You're watching Open. It's that live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. You can stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Now, leading things off, our next guest is a board member for the Bronx Council for Environmental Quality and coordinator for the Harlem River Working Group. And he joins us today to speak about an important project impacting the High Bridge community. So please welcome to the show, Chauncey Young. Chauncey, welcome.
Hey, Bob. Thank you so much for having me today.
Chauncey, tell us about the wonderful organization that you're working with and all the wonderful things that you guys are doing.
Sure. So I help coordinate the Harlem River Working Group, and I also sit on the board of the Bronx Council for Environmental Quality, BCQ. And we were celebrating 2 weeks ago today the reopening of the High Bridge step streets that connect the High Bridge, New York City's oldest standing bridge and a pedestrian-only bridge, to the Harlem River waterfront. These step streets were built in the 1890s, so they are definitely a fixture. And harken back to a time when the High Bridge was really one of the wonders of New York City and the Northeast. Folks came from around the country to go to the High Bridge, and the way that folks got to the High Bridge was mainly by the water. And the way that most people came up to the High Bridge was from these steps.
I tell you, history. So they repaired a lot of the stuff that needed work, and now it's a sight to see.
They've been renovated. They were officially opened with Parks Department, with our Parks Commissioner, our Bronx Borough Parks Commissioner, the Bronx Borough President, Ruben Diaz Jr., and our current council member, Vanessa Gibson, who is, of course, our Bronx Borough President-elect. All were there celebrating in conjunction with Senator Serrano and all of our Bronx electeds in the High Bridge neighborhood all supported this project. It took over $6 million to reopen these steps because of the historic nature of the steps. And it's really the first step to reconnect the High Bridge neighborhood and the Bronx to the Harlem River waterfront. There is an existing greenway just at the base of those steps that connect Depot Place to our state park, Roberto Clemente State Park, and in the future will connect us with the daylighting of Tibbetts Brook up to Van Cortlandt Park and to the New York Empire States Trail. So this is a really important project in a sense, one piece of a very larger project, but also the historical context of the steps themselves.
First step connected everything else together. I like that. So what role is the Bronx Council of the Environmental Quality playing with this?
So Bronx Council for Environmental Quality and the Harlem River Working Group are helping coordinate all the different projects on the waterfront. The actual fundraising took place before BCQ was involved. It was actually when I was a part of the High Bridge Coalition, which was the community group representing both the Bronx and Manhattan that raised money to reopen the bridge itself and raise money for the steps. But since we raised the money, it was when we created the Harlem River Working Group, and BCQ has been a key stakeholder organization looking at the entire length of the Harlem River, as with the working group itself, which is a coalition of community groups and parks groups and elected officials along the length of the river.
Sounds like a good group of people that have come together. I know a lot of the elected officials who have come together to help out with the project and support the project. What are some of the goals that you guys are looking forward to?
Ideally, with that greenway that we're really looking at, having a designated greenway path from Randall's Island all the way up to Van Cortlandt Park and connecting to the Hudson River, that's one piece. We're looking at making water connections too, because right now in the Bronx, there's no way for community members to go out and get out on a kayak or canoe and just enjoy the water. We don't have any docks or boathouses other than in the state park, and that's only there's no programming happening there on a regular basis. So these are things that we'd like to change. We're also working with the federal government. The Bronx River and Harlem River are part of the Urban Waters Federal Partnership, where federal partners, including USGS, EPA, all of the federal agencies are supposed to be working with community members and elected officials to help clean and improve access to the water. So those are big provisions.
Time now. I remember taking a canoe ride. They wanted me to check it out and take a look at all the cleanup that has been done over the years. And I think it could have been your organization that had those canoe rides. Is that right?
It was probably Bronx River Alliance, which we work very closely with on the Bronx River. Yep. So both Bronx River and the Harlem River Project are both part of the Urban Waters Federal Partnership. And we do canoe trips on the Harlem River, but not to the extent that they do on the Bronx River because they have their own canoes. They also have a wonderful program with Rocking the Boat, which does rowing programs on the Bronx River, and they actually design sailboats. A credible program we'd love to bring back to the Harlem River in the future.
Where can we go for more?
So you can go to harlemriverworkinggroup.org or harlemriverrenaissance.org. Both of those links go directly to our plans. You could also go to bcq.org. Both are websites. You can always give me a call on my cell phone too. I always throw that out. That's fine. 212-203-1171. My number is public. It's fine. We're always looking for folks who want to get connected with the waterfront. Give me a call.
Hey, thank you so much, Chauncey. Chauncey Young, board member for Bronx Council for Environmental Quality and coordinator for the Harlem River Working Group. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
All right, have a great day. We'll take a break right here. More Open coming up next.